The National Social Security Authority, NASA, will this month host the Occupational Safety and Health Conference. In the studio this morning, I'm joined by Dr. Benjamin Mutetwa, who's the Acting Deputy Director of Occupational Safety and Health. Good morning, Doctor, and welcome.
Good morning, Wazanai. Good morning, Zimbabwe.
How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I am all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Could you please tell us about the Occupational Safety and Health Conference that you hold annually?
Yes, indeed, Wazanai. This is a very important annual program on the occupational safety and health of the National Social Security Authority, which brings together social partners that include government as well as business and organized labor. This is a conference which will be running from the 9th to the 11th of October at Elephant Hills in Victoria Falls.
Okay, and then who is this conference targeting?
The target audience, Wadanai and all of you out there, is actually industry. We are looking at chief executives, we are looking at workers, we are looking at production managers, we are looking at safety and health and environmental practitioners, SHE managers, so to speak, risk managers, workers, organized labor, as I have indicated earlier on in terms of why this program is all about. It is bringing together all social partners in order to discuss very important, pertinent issues around occupational safety and health.
Okay, and then please tell us more about the theme that you've picked for this year and why.
The theme for the conference is promoting an occupational safety and health culture through Vision Zero. I think you can hear from the theme itself that it is all to do with trying to bring the national attention for the country, for industry, to have one mindset which is going to drive programs in the work environment in order to protect our workers out there. Workers are key means of production. They are making sure that the wheels of economic development for this country is moving. And to that extent, there is that vital cog of a worker who needs to be protected. The worker is interacting with the work environment on a daily basis. And in the process, as you can appreciate, work is very good for all of us. But we should always be reminded that work can hurt, work can make us sick, work can mean life or death. And hence, this conference is trying to remind the nation, is trying to remind policymakers, is trying to remind captains of industry to put in place effective programs in order to protect the safety and health of workers.
Okay.
And hence this particular theme, which we are running with.
All right.
Yes.
And then in light of all of this, what are the key issues that will be discussed at the conference?
Quite a number of topical issues, Wazanai. I think Zimbabwe should look forward to a very highly interactive program. We are going to look at systems, occupational safety and health management systems, from a very high level point of view. We are now moving towards and encouraging all industries to have an integrated management system where we are looking at the safety and health component, we are looking at the environmental component, we are looking at other systems which actually feed into having an effective occupational safety and health program like quality management system. But to a large extent, the main focus will be to build, to try and share good experiences in terms of integrated occupational safety and health management system, just to name one of them. We are also going to be looking at other topical issues, such as, leadership. Leadership is key. When we are talking about occupational safety and health, we always want leadership to take a leading role in developing occupational safety and health program. I'm sure I've made reference to the theme itself, which is talking about creating, promoting an occupational safety and health culture. That requires leadership commitment. It requires leadership giving direction in terms of how we can build that culture which will actually give effect to an effective system in the workplace which protect the safety and health of workers. And we are also going to look at some very, very important topics such as rights-based approach to occupational safety and health area. You will recall, Wadanai and leaders and listeners out there, that in 2022, the International Labour Organization took a very profound and very far-reaching decision where occupational safety and health is now a fundamental principle and right at work. We must all know this. What does that mean? Government is very much aware of this landmark decision because it was part and parcel of the discussions which were made in Geneva. And because of that, government has already taken a very positive and very strong interest to realize the rights of workers as far as occupational safety and health is concerned. So there's going to be a very important discussion around this matter for the country, for industry to be aware of what are the issues around rights as far as occupational safety and health is concerned. We are also going to be looking at technology. Technology has revolutionized the way we do things, and indeed in the field of occupational safety and health, technology is also gaining a much strong foothold. We are seeing the deployment of artificial intelligence as a way of trying to make sure that we build a robust and safe system to protect our workers. These are some of the issues which are going to be under discussion. And more interesting also, the informal sector is a key area. It should not be left behind. I think the informal sector is here to stay. It is with us. But at the same time, it is our desire. The National Social Security Authority is very keen to see safe and healthy practices in the informal sector. To that extent, there's going to be some discussions around safety and health issues in the salons, in the barber activities, where we get our haircuts, where we get our hair done, and all that. But some issues of concern which we should bring to the attention of workers who are actually operating in that space, and to that extent, these are some of the issues which will be under discussion, among many others.
Okay.
Among many others.
All right.
Yes, yes.
And these are all very important issues. Thank you for shedding light on that. And it's also good to know about the accountability that's going to be incorporated into the informal sector.
Sure.
So thank you for sharing that.
Sure.
So when we look at the arrangement of the program for the conference, please tell us why you picked the Victoria Falls and what the setup will be like.
We chose Victoria Falls. I'm sure all of us, we are proud of this destination as a country. It's a unique destination for all of us. You know, our program is highly intensive. When you look at the discussion over the 3-day period, there is a time whereby people need to relax, enjoy the tourism niche of Victoria Falls. And we decided that after some intense interaction during the course of the days, in between the conference, end of the day 2, end of day 3, people will be exposed to some very enriching social activities within Vic Falls, like your sunset cruise, the helicopter rides, and quite a number of other. I'm sure you're aware of some of the very unique activities within Vic Falls, game rides, and all that. And that's why we chose Vic Falls, and people to also watch the falls themselves. I'm sure it will be a wonderful experience for people after having gone through quite an exciting program. There is a time for us to also relax, refresh, vent off the mind, and interact with the wonderful nature in Vic Falls. And I also wish to remind our listeners that on day number 3, we are going to have what we call an awards dinner. An awards dinner itself is an important part and parcel of the conference itself, because we recognize those organizations which are leading by example in terms of putting in place safety and health programs which protect the safety and health of their workers. So there are a number of companies following an exercise which we normally do from January all the way to August, where we do a very extensive and comprehensive audits, where we try to check which companies are doing well. And at that particular platform, we are going to recognize them, and the whole country must know that this organization is doing well. We are going to highly publicize them for the nation to know. And other companies can go and do some benchmarks around those good examples.
Okay, and then rewards are always very encouraging.
Yes, sure.
And indeed, we are truly proud of the Victoria Falls.
Sure.
I think this would also be good for locals that haven't yet experienced it, isn't it?
Sure, indeed. And I think for your own information, also for listeners out there, and Wazanai, you'll notice that we are also going to have regional participation. Within the SADC region, we are going to have countries which are going to be part and parcel of this program.
Okay.
Countries such as Eswatini, DRC, Tanzania, our friends within the region, they are going to be part and parcel of the conference itself. Additionally, far afield, we are going to have participation from Europe as well as US, which shows that our program is reached very far. And we are also proud to expose our friends to Victoria Falls. It's part and parcel of our job to also, at every opportunity, every Zimbabwean obviously must market.
Yes, our tourist resort.
Yes, yes.
And then how much is this conference?
The conference is, the conferencing itself is US $600 US. The conferencing itself, and if you are also interested in participating in the awards dinner, you actually pay an additional $150 US.
Okay,
yes.
And then could you share with our viewers the registration process and contact details?
Yes, indeed. You can get in touch with us. You can get in touch with me personally. My phone number is 0773 429 838, 0773 429 838. Or you can get in touch with my colleague, Dr. Shingi. She can be contactable on 0773 226 283. 0773 226 283. That's a contact for Dr. Shingi, who is the Safety and Health Promotions Manager at the National Social Security Authority. Or you can visit the nearest NASA office. Right. NASA is highly decentralized. You can find it anywhere in any one of our major cities in the country.
Konapo ipapo ba ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.